So I want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash, double honors to apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, and shalom to you brothers just pushing this gospel, this good news of truth and sincerity. So the message of this video is going to be walking in the spirit, and I'm going to start with Hebrews chapter 5 verse 12, and it reads, For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Lord, or of the power, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. Meaning, this is referring to men that is coming into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Newborn babes. You know what I'm saying? Men that is just acquired a new skill. Somebody who is new to the truth. You know what I'm saying? Finding out that they're Israelite. Okay? Finding out that they're not black, they're not Latinos, that they're not Native Americans, or any of the bywords that's being thrown on them. Okay, they're coming in, they're finding out about their identity. Okay, and they're still trying to figure things out. They're trying to make sense of all the new information that they're receiving. Okay, but this is referring to people that is new to the faith. Okay, and they're being equated to a newborn babe that has been born, that has just been born. Okay? And it reads on, For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of unrighteousness, for he is a baby. For he is a babe. Okay? So when you look at a baby, you know what I'm saying, you can't feed him meat. You can't give him meat because he ain't got no teeth. You know what I'm saying? He don't got no teeth. He's not gonna be able to digest. He's not gonna be able to chew the meats because he ain't got no teeth. He's not gonna be able to grind up the meats properly and digest it properly. Okay, so you got to give him the milk first and make sure he can get that nutrients before you can give him anything else. And you allow his teeth to then grow in. And once he gets older, and once time passed, then you can give him the meat. Okay. Well, the same could be said about a person that's just coming into this thing, or they're that baby without those teeth that hasn't developed their teeth yet. Okay, to chew down that food. Okay, and also, like I said, a baby is trying to make sense of things. Okay, so you got to take them slow. First, they learn to crawl, then they learn to walk, then they learn to run. Okay, there's steps to it. For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. So they're not going to be able to understand the advanced breakdowns. Okay, they can only understand the things that are simple because the simple scriptures. Okay, the basic, excuse me, not simple, the basic scriptures. Okay, the basics of the scriptures. But strong meat belongs to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. So this is talking about men that's been in the faith a lot longer. Okay, they are more developed spiritually to be able to discern what's right and what's wrong. Okay, for good, being able to discern good and evil. Okay, and that's what intelligence is. That's true. That's true intelligence. It's walking in the spirit. When you're walking in the spirit, you are an intelligent man. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 1. And it reads, And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in Hamashiach. Okay, excuse me. So what this is referring to, that you can't use the same uh what's the word I'm looking for? The same way that you would speak to a man that's spiritual, you can't speak to a man that's just coming into this thing. Okay, because they're gonna be more carnal than they are spiritual. Nine times, like I said, people that is coming into this thing, they're not on that level to be spiritual. Okay, to look at things for the way they are. All right, they're gonna look at things. They're gonna go off of what they see, and they're gonna work off of that. They're gonna work off of their emotions. Okay, but unto the carnal, even I'm gonna start from the top again. And I, brethren, cannot speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even unto babes in a Mashiach. Okay, so the comparisons, even comparisons, certain concepts and comparisons cannot be made for a man that just came in. Okay, that's just finding out about the truth. Okay, they're not going to be able to make or understand the comparisons that is being explained to them because they're not spiritual, right? So reading on, I have fed you with milk and not with meat, for hither to ye were not able to bear it, neither yet now are ye able. So, like I said, a baby can't chew on the meat because he ain't got no teeth. Okay, so you gotta feed him that milk. You gotta give him that milk so he don't choke. All right, because he gonna choke on that meat because guess what? The meat ain't getting grinded up because there ain't no teeth for him to grind that meat up with. So you got to give him that milk. That milk being the basics of the scriptures. Okay, the basic things of the scriptures. Not getting too complicated, making sure that things are broken up, you know, in a simple manner to where he can understand. Because he's not on the level to be able to make that discernment, to make the discernment of certain concepts and what's the next word I'm looking, what analogies that you may make with a scripture to make it more vivid in a person's mind. That's the best way I could put it. All right, they're not gonna be able to grasp that. They're not gonna be able to grasp that. Like an example would be the body. Okay, so people that's just coming in, they may not fully understand what that's referring to. That body is representing the Lord's men. Okay, everybody that's contributing in the ministry. Okay, is being compared unto as a like as a body. It's being compared to like how a body would operate. Like you got the head, you got the arms, you got the feet. Okay, each and every one of those body parts have a role. Some more important than others, but best believe they're all important. Okay, the same way a pinky toe has its benefits. You know what I'm saying? It has its importance. The same thing, the same thing could be said with the head, despite the head being obviously the most important thing because you take off the head, the whole body dies. Okay, so of course the head's got to be there. Okay, but that doesn't mean that the pinky toe doesn't matter. Guess what? You chop off the pinky toe, you walk in front of it. That is a true. That's true. Okay, You chop off any one of your toes, you ain't gonna be walking right. Well, this ministry, the men in this ministry is like that body. That's a form of comparison. That's a analogy that's being made to help a man that is not rich in faith. That helps him along to understand what the scriptures is talking about. Okay, for ye are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envy and strife and divisions, and are ye not carnal and walk as men? Okay, so verse 3, for ye are yet carnal, for whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, and ye are not carnal, and ye walk and walk as men. Okay, so when you walk in carnal, when you're moving in a carnal way, guess what? That's where opinions come in. That's where people's opinions and feelings come into play. Okay, this is what I believe. This is how I feel. This is what I think it means. This is what I feel. Okay, and with that can come disagreement and strife, violence. Okay, disagreement, anger, envy. Okay, which is the way of the flesh. But if you're walking in the spirit, if you're moving in the spirit, everybody's of the same mind. Everybody's agreeing. So pretty much what you understand with the scripture is the same way that he's going to understand it. All right, so there's no confusion. There's no back and forth. It's just facts. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22, and it reads. I'm gonna start from the 21st, verse 24, verse 21. Whoops. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahweh Shai, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, because the ways of the flesh is wicked, man. You know what I'm saying? It says that the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, because the flesh wants to do what is pleasurable. Okay, the things that are pleasurable could lead. An example of that of the flesh, the way of the flesh is lust. You know what I'm saying? If you give into the flesh, that could bring forth lust, which lust brings forth adultery. Okay, murder, envy. Okay, these are the things that is of the flesh. Okay, the things that you're supposed to resist. Because when you resist the flesh, guess what? That's when the spirit. That's when you're able to move in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? You have to start with resisting the flesh. Okay. So let me read on. That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. Okay? Because your own mind could deceive you, man. Your own mind it could trick you. It can make you do things that you really don't want to do. And you're supposed to fight against that. Okay? And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Okay? Meaning that you're being born again spiritually. Okay, so you put off that old man, That the old man is moving the way of the flesh. He's moving carnally. Okay? When you're renewed, when you come out of the matrix, when you go into the word matrix, it means womb. So when you come out of that womb, guess what? You're born again. Okay? You're supposed to be as a new man. All right? In the mind. And that you put on the new man, which is after the power, Yahweh Shema Shai, is created in righteousness and true holiness. Okay, so when you put on that new man, it's supposed to be in the way of Yahweh Shema Shai, and the things that is written in the book is of Yahweh Shema Shai. He is the word. You know what I'm saying? He's that light. Okay, you're supposed to follow behind that. You're supposed to follow after that. Okay, and that's what will separate you from the world. Okay, that's what makes you different. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom.